Well, hello, everyone. This is AnitaN The Biz Coach, as always, coming to you with valuable information on grant writing, tips, and things that you need to know when you're trying to find funding for your nonprofit and your business. So, today I wanted to talk a little bit about what do government entities, when they put out announcements for grants, what is they're actually looking for in your narrative and the information that you share in your application. Now, most of those, of course, are online submittals, and they have portals that you upload your documents and all those kind of things in. So when we're talking about what needs to be in the actual narratives and the different major sections of your grant application, one of the things they look for is relevance in your citations that you share. Now, what do I mean by citations? If you're a research buff like me, and I love researching and finding out new information about stuff all the time, right? If you're like me, you love to, look up statistics and look up data, that's relevant to what you are doing, what you want your funding for. So it has a lot to do with your target population. So you have to know all the ins and outs of your population, right? So they want to know relevant citations. So you need to look up, I've shared before some different databases that you can use. The US Census is one. There's other statistic databases that you can look up and get different numbers, percentages. It can go anywhere from demographics, from age, gender, socio-economic background, all those different things, even down to your health. You can find things out from your local entities such as the health department, other agencies that's in your local community that has data on the statistics in your region, in your area, in your city, your county, your state. So these are things that we call relevant citations. So you need to be able to cite different information to back up your case and what you're trying to, the problem that you're basically trying to solve, and you're trying to show them that it is a problem. Although, however, now, remember, governmental entities, they definitely know all their stuff. They know there's an issue. They know the problems that are out there for different segments in our population. So they will definitely know if you know what you're talking about or not. So you need to make sure that your statistics are on point. Don't be messing around, because they ain't playing, baby. They're not playing with this stuff. They know their stuff, so they want to know how well you know your stuff. Okay. They also want to know, why do you think you're the best agency or organization, whatever, for this particular problem? Why are you the best one to work with them? Why should they partner with you? So you need to be able to share with them and show that you are a viable, contender, and that you know what you're talking about. Right. So you've got to set it up, because you have to use a very formal tone when it comes to governmental grants. You have more lax and more room to, let's say, move around with when you're talking about getting monies from, let's say, local agencies in your community or in your state, foundations. Those are a little bit different, and I'll talk about those on another video. But when it comes to governmental grants, you have to be very specific. They want to know your goals. You have to have SMART goals, okay? That acronym, there it goes again, SMART. Your goals have to be, and your objectives have to be specific. You can't have broad, information or things of that nature. You have to be very specific. Your M is measurable. You need to be able to measure what you're saying you're going to be able to do. You're going to be able to help at least 1,500 homeless in, the metro area of whatever. You have to be able to measure that. Put numbers to everything. They are very specific with those kind of things. All right. It definitely has to be achievable. That's your A. Your goals and your objectives have to be achievable. All right. As well as realistic. You can't be just throwing stuff out there, just because it sounds good. It has to be realistic. These people know what they're talking about. They give monies all the time. All right. So they know exactly what they're looking for. So you have to find out what they're looking for. So that's why I'm sharing this information today. And the last letter is the T for time frame or time bound. You have to have a timetable. You have to know the time frame in which you want to complete this project, or accomplish all these different goals that you're setting, and the objectives you're going to use to achieve those goals. All right. So those are just some things that governmental entities look for when it comes to finding government grants and funding. All right. Just a little tidbit for today. So, of course, as always, I wanted to share a couple of grants that I've come across recently. And, I always like to share different kinds. I don't always share grants for companies and, agencies, nonprofits, and businesses. There's a lot of money out there for individuals as well, or different causes, and they come in different, of course, amounts for different reasons. So this first one here that I wanted to share a little bit on is by the Fresh Market program, and this is, of course, from the Fresh Market store or foundation. Right. So they do in-kind donations, and basically I've shared before what in-kind donations are, but just to reiterate, in-kind donations talks about, maybe it's not money. They don't give you money per se, but they will give you other items that equal out to money and other things that you need. That could be equipment. That could be anything really. It could be paper to, if you're an artist and you're doing a class with youth and you need supplies and different things of that nature. So in kind is a lot of times just as good as cash, because you can do whatever you want to with it as long as it's for that particular thing. Can't get money and then you decide you want to do something else with it, because they are going to want to know, and get their props. Depends on what type of, like this is a community and national type company that do in-kind donations. So just, do your research and find out what type of donations that they're actually doing. Is it in kind? Is it cash? Is it training of some sort? Okay. So with this one, it is ongoing. So we love to hear that. There's no deadlines. They're always doing this. So what it is that the Fresh Market, this program, says here, it provides support to local nonprofit organizations by donating gift cards, food trays, gift baskets, bottled water, and many other store items to those in need. So let's say, for instance, you're hosting a marathon walk or a 5K run, and you're raising money for a particular cause. Well, the Fresh Market program, you can ask for, refreshments, you can ask for bottled water for your participants, and different things of that nature. So this is why something like this is so, it can be a valuable, resource for you when you're doing different events and things of that nature. So the website for this is www.thefreshmarket.com/local-community-donations. Again, that is called the Fresh Market program, and they do in-kind donations to nonprofits. So you have to have your nonprofit status to qualify for this particular grant. All right. So another one I came across recently is actually for financial support to Georgia tenants in eligible locations during COVID-19. Now, this is an ongoing one, and sometimes it depends on the organization or the cause or whatever. It may be almost like first come, first serve. So if you hear about it and you think you qualify, you need to go ahead and get on it, because it may be until the funds run out. Now, that doesn't say that here. And I'm looking here, it's for Fulton County. So you have to be in Fulton County, Georgia, to be able to qualify for this. And just to read it a little bit to get you more information for it, it says financial support to Georgia tenants in eligible locations during the COVID-19 pandemic, which we know is still going on, even though some people don't like it, but anyway. Funding is intended for residents experiencing financial difficulties due to the health crisis and those at risk of losing stable housing. Funding may be used for emergency rental and utility assistance. And they have different information there. You have to be Fulton County residents living outside the city of Atlanta. So you can't be inside the city limits of Atlanta. You wouldn't qualify for this. So that means anywhere else in the Fulton County area, you may qualify. The website for this, let's see here, is they have a Q&A where you can, frequently ask questions. It's a long, long one here, so I'm going to go ahead and read it off. So it's fultoncountyga.gov for government /COVID-19 /rental-assistance /emergency-rental-assistance program FAQS. All right. So if you didn't get all of that, I'm pretty sure you can Google, COVID-19 emergency rental assistance program in Fulton County, Georgia. Also, you can go to that website, fultoncountyga.gov. And I'm sure, you can do the search bar in that and find out more information about that program. All right. So y'all might be thinking I'm playing. Uh-oh. A little mic dropping over there. Y'all know how I'm a comedian at times, right? Uh-oh. Hope you can still hear me. But I just wanted to show you some of these things that I research on a regular basis. That's why my little mic is falling over because I got all this stuff over here. Look, I know y'all can see this. There's a lot of stuff. And this is just one stack of grants that I've looked up recently. I'm always doing research and trying to find grants that all type of people will qualify for, right? So if you have a need, you just need some research done, or if you need the whole shebang, I'm your girl, AnitaN The Biz Coach. You can find me on social media at AnitaN The Biz Coach on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So make sure you subscribe. All right, till next time. Be safe. Thanks. Bye.